water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Right. Oh, daily missions.
Transfixed.
Qué raro, que quite tampoco de daño. Dámelo otra. Ok.
There is no
Order guide you. Gather.
Y como siempre, ese queda vivo.
Fear not. What's a little thunder when even lightning wouldn't dare strike our path?
咪可以冇食嘅，de todo bien sin impact。
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Bow your head.
Paimon has so many questions about his true identity. Let's go talk to him and find out.
Stabilize! Settle down!
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Nervalet, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
Neverlet! Sidine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. Now, this is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private...
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have no such plans. Oh, apologies. I took your question in earnest, but it now occurs to me that it was most likely in jest.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
Huh?
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding.
Then I shall return to my post for now. Should anyone visit while you are away, I will be sure to make a record of it. I sincerely hope that you will return soon.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, They wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines. All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Marechaussee Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations. Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, The status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
What?
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
Oh.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first. Paimon's been thinking. Caught yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead. The weather's amazing today.
Kiara.
Huh? Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aw, she's adorable! Hey there, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right! I remember now. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger.
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as... Ah! Did you think of something? Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Do you still have the letter with you?
Let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intent. We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it. Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon. Don't worry.
hear Big Sis Paimon is super strong.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around. So, Kiara, how old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that? Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here? All right, guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all.
That was quick. What were you inspecting?
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see the residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha! Ah! Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think? Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
All right, then.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little Melazine?
Shh, not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvrelet's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, all right?
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Cloran! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happen to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
Io sabiendo que yo no voy a leer eso. Oh, you're giving me things to read. They know damn well I ain't reading that. Ya, falta otro, ok. Esos libros son los mismos.
Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't. There's still me.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is, if memory serves...
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon.
All right, let us take a break then.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really off.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mermonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Novelette likes. He seems like the... what's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
It is water.
Observation. It is indeed water.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
This water is
Sophisticated?
indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tivat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods. If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, distinct differences exist between...
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Yep, water.
No, Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty... Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around... Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society? Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete. With regard to the primordial sea, for example, perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Tivat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions, those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after...
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Why...
Perhaps we should go.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette... Oh, it's glowing! Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Nervilet allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mari Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Nervilet in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Nervilet's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah, I I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Oh. Me gusta ese capitán. Ese capitán es heavy.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere, unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke! Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Nervillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Nervillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Nervillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Nervillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, Your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
apologies. It seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
Wow, the Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly which ones. It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against Amelazine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melazines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You should never skip meals. Especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Nervilette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Nervilette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh! Look! Isn't that Nervilette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essan has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, it seems like he's closely related to the...
Monsieur Neverlet, someone claiming to be from the Spina du Rasula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just...
I too am perplexed.
Monica! I don't want to see you back here! I'm sorry, did you...
No.
Wait! Huh? Who do you think you are?
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff!
Of course.
Overworked!
But Philmont...
Monica, back!
Huh?
Just do as you're told!
Wow! What a...
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you in. Her name is Savannah. Ever since she took... One guy was so open...
I'm sorry.
At his family's request, Savannah is our next thought, and that's what...
Oh, shit!
Oh, no. And besides, yeah.
Paimon will join you.
Oh, God, a really famous... sorry to interrupt. This is
Monica's the...
our head chef is...
All right.
A little highly strung, huh?
Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this.
Oh, Paimon total... Huh? Hold on. Fine.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
You know that name, Nadia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
Feel free to check the Aquabus map and schedule for details.
Well, for starters, she recreated the legendary Gâteau de... Safe to say.
Gâteau de Bourg. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right?
Well, but none of the chefs had any...
The Fortress of Mirabede?
Escoffier did.
So that.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, so I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica, it's simple. If the new.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready. You'd have had more. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough.
Yes, chef.
Then go back.
Yes, chef.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary. Well,
Wait. Take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh.
Firmont. That's the...
He's the chef. He decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilarious.
Yeah. Failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion, Paimon. Yes? Is there something like...
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then.
I certainly am, but... Besides...
What?
Well...
That's...
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, Fiamar and the others probably think this of...
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
She mentioned me?
Whatever short... Plus...
Oh, Monica... I can't believe her! Unbelievable! I won't stand for this!
Wait, so now she's...
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep...
Wait, she looks like...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm so...
Oh.
But...
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see... If you want forgiveness, then do... Sip
That's some...
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate... Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she...
I mean, we all knew that these days, and it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then? That wasn't on you, and that banquet...
Lumaline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a...
They also... Unfortunate.
Everyone knows, but you took all the blame, and now look at you.
What are
you trying to say?
Oh.
Besides,
If I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef? So, you do remember who's boss.
what happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do. You're not the boss here anymore. So stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone...
My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier.
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion?
The traditional way? That can only mean one.
That's right. I'm talking, of course.
According to legend, the founders of the cooking contest.
Huh.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us, and indeed.
Reintroduction?
What say you, Escoffier?
Sure.
I see.
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line.
I don't want anything to happen to...
But if you lose...
What? The Codex de Boer?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including... It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only...
Present and former.
What do you want that old thing?
Don't take me. I want your...
I'm sorry,
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Oh, I'm sure it won't. And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you...
You sound surprisingly confident. All right, then. Let's see how much... I hope you
Believe me.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendre so I can get prepping. Well, I got... Escoffier only picked up... Okay. Oh, that? Well, back in the day, for instance, so rare was the Modeste and Savelli, especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius.
Paimon's heard this kind of story, but...
What? No, of course. Anyway, never mind. And that was it. Even then it's...
Oh!
Yes, well, case in point. Even the gâteau...
Wait, really?
It did. But, like I said, so, as for why we gave...
Oh!
Hey now, just think. Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Boer is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah, maybe from her...
What?
Who knows? It means vesting her in this... However much she's changed... Well, let's... Now, if I have...
Well, that's easy.
Well, I have heard the track... Oh, count... Even if it means competing against the... I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right? Oh, Navia. The different... Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruit.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but a kind of special... this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't...
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon never used anything this weird before. Cool!
And done. These are the flavor compounds.
Wow! Even the smell is so much...
Absolutely. I'll demonstrate again. Now. Slowly.
Bro, I've been skipping this shit because it's been
And
making me
voila.
freaking.
Now it's your turn.
Not
Consider first time blending flavor extracts. It could have been worse. But the traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try. That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. You did well. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
All right.
The true test of your cooking skills is the
Bro, I was. Hello. I was trying to do Violette, but for some reason,
How's it going?
I had. What do she need? What does she need?
How's it going?
Wait, what the hell does she need? I'm tripping. So made a perfect dish from Hotel Depot. From who? Yeah, they know it's me. I'm trying to from Hotel Depot. Yeah, that whatever that means. Can I even buy things here? I think I can. Wait, let's see. Here. Oh, no, that makes sense. I didn't do no freaking dish. Didn't have no dish. Buy it, sure. Is that what I need? You know what? I'm gonna buy everything just in case. In case I gotta make it too, so. Oh, that's a recipe. Okay. All right. Uh, lock assistant? What does that mean? About setting use recom okay. Quick lock? Oh, that's nice. Okay. I get it. Get out of here. I'm about to cook something just in case I don't. You know what? I won't go that far. I won't go that far. I'll go down here. I'll go down here. Shoo. here, right? This dude have different type of like food and shit. I don't even remember. Oh, he does. Shit, might as well. All right, cool. Gotta cook something now. One more. Okay. Let's make this. Boom. Whatever this is. All right, I'm out. Can I do the Nebulette now? Let me see. Because I was doing the Nebulette story. I wasn't able to do it before. This thing. Is it gonna? I cannot. Oop. Please tell me I can actually bring anything. Okay. There you go. Bro, if I knew how to give my Violette, like, that nigga did not just make me cook something. Okay, I'll give you this then.
Look at that.
Oh, you see, that's why. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah.
Let the grading commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to food.
What?
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
Yeah. 6 out of 100 is insane.
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. Logic. I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10?
To
It's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Aww.
Damn.
Now
Yikes.
to the final dish.
So,
This is our last hope. 8 points.
8?
Darn. That's barely higher than
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
Okay.
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe
Oh.
9 points.
How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can
Not really.
taste the grace of
Just be killing monster and shit. No, what the fuck you talking about?
traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up. No way did you taste it.
Dame.
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the traveler as one of your assistants then? But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep
¿Qué tengo por ahí?
practicing and
Nada.
see how it
Hello?
goes?
Nada. Hello?
Chef Escoffier.
Wait, hello?
Oh,
Yo, why the fuck does that nigga speak like a... Nah, that nigga look is 12 and sound like 40.
And you think you...
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma? Last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family.
Why he sound like he vibrating?
Sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you the fact
I'm skipping all this shit, yo. I'm not really interested in this. They just making a competition about food. At the end of the day, she wins, blah blah.
That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Verma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! 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 Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Get out of my kitchen yesterday, lady. God damn.
What's wrong?
Shut up, you grown ass man.
I was feeling so much better, and then will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talked.
I really don't care about food.
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological.
Monica, when...
Probably because you. But anyway, Verma, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of
Oh, come on.
She sounds like the...
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre.
What is this? It looks like a dog.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
They look good. Well, they look plastic. Yo, I want to, bro. I want to freaking hit her with a freaking who, Sean Lee,
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands
Raiden.
and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night, trying to perfect your...
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right.
Dad.
I will win this contest, and after that...
But...
even if I had to...
Oh, well, Paimon and Navia will...
And so will I.
Aye, goofy ass. Grown as men. We do not care.
Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but that...
You do this?
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for...
I know, but I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and
Whoa.
turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways.
Wow, Paimon did...
Great. Then it's settled. And to
Oh my
congratulate
God.
you all on making the
Yo,
team,
now that's crazy.
propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate. Spina-sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
Alright, if you insist.
I'm not
Prepare for some
insisting.
of the finest food of your life.
Whoa.
That's not a bad...
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this...
Why? Oh, nothing. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. But I can't find anything. The copy I gave her not only... Yeah, maybe. We were. She was a little... Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace
I like
me as
fighting.
chef.
There's no fighting.
Imagine for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief. Well, and the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with. I wonder if this is how Modeste... Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Bois, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Bois and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste, and with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and everything came in. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of unlikely. Still,
Actually, I'm not that talking about killing. I gotta go
what truly happened in the past. And that's
level up something.
this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means crack.
Really?
I wonder. Let me see if it works now. Nebuled. I can. Okay, finally. Jesus Christ. But before that. Yes, I can. Mm. Mm. Never noticed how to fight. Oh, I'm stupid. I should have gone with. Can I leave? I can leave. I can leave. She changed her and put someone else. I'm gonna go with likely the same thing. Switching it up. Yeah, something. Yeah, like this. How do you hide it like that? Where is it? Okay. Uh,
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
Be sanctified.
With these rising flames!
what is he talking about?
Is it my turn now?
Where is she? I can't even see her.
Now that's more like it.
Solidify.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Oh. Man. Play my game. Probably knocking on my door. Like, come on, where's she at? I'm lost. I don't even know what the fuck was happening. What's going on? Oh. That's my time. Oh my gosh, she already.
Trapped like a bunch of helpless.
Yeah, she tried. Nah, it's not your turn. Where is she? Oh, my friend. Oh shit! I forgot about that. Oh, oh, it's not your turn now. I need to heal up. I'm doing it. I'm doing this raid so bad right now. It's insane. Oh. 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 Hey, come on! You transform already. You're here tripping, making this shit harder than what it's supposed to be. Now this cinematic right here. Yeah. Yeah. This is the one. Yep, that's the one. Oh wait, she's jumping, isn't it? Gotta be careful with her. Look here. Yeah, you tried, bro. That ain't working on me.
Order guide you. Your punishment made manifest. There is no escape.
Come on, just die. Jesus. Alright. Thank you, my friend. Why is it automatically locked? Do I have it automatically to be locked? Why is it automatically locked? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Alright, let me see. Got it. What? Wait, where is she? Yeah. Need another one of those. Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Can't make another one. Yes, I can. What, is it this? Two. I can't. God damn it. 1%. Okay. Sorry, huh? Oh no, the event is gone. Did I try him? You know what? 20. It's free. Cool. Oh, the C one. Oh. Alright. Mm.
Here's Becca. I got him cornered. Claim these souls.
Hey! Why can't I not fight him? What the hell's going on? I still don't understand how to use him. I'm very confused when it comes to him. He is so interesting. He's so confusing. He really is. And now I am. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. This is gonna go 20. He's one of them 20s. Okay. This make it the same as rating, right? Not even close.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna think. Let me see. We're gonna get this artifact recommendation. Two of this. Cryo bonus damage. And attack percent. Or this one, cryo bonus. Okay. Try to do that. Why not? Trying to get some of this.
Place to take shelter.
Genshin is fire. Surely fine with this one. Piece of kake. Alright. Should be really fast. Well, hopefully. Come here, my boy. Come here. I hate rain rather than heat. Yep. Let's kill him like this. It's faster. Why am I being so bad rotating right now? I'm rotating so bad. So simple to kill that dude. Come on, come on, come on. You got this. Critical rate, attack and defense, pretty ass. Of course, those are always good. Why is it? Stop blocking that booty yet. What's your ass? Oh, let's do it again. Won't happen again though. I'm not gonna do this shit. Like, come on. Like, come on. Don't even. Come on, that guy. And simple as it gets. That's it. I don't know where the hell it took so long before. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna do this with people. Whew, actually, I like this one. I actually do like this one. Wow. Okay. But that's it. That's ass. So fuck it. Let's match the people. Why not? It's not like I do this all the time. So much. I should find it fast. There's a literally a cryo. I won't find any matches. Why do you do this no more? Uh, yeah, that thing is not finding anybody. Cancel. Oh, found one. Match in progress. Oh, nigga, did I skip it by accident? Cancel. Cancel. Use. And I did it again. Yes. Jesus. Oh. Oh. And she just. And that's what I do myself. Let me go ahead and make a whole team of. Ah, let's go. Should be easy. It's fun playing with other people, but for some reason people don't want to play with them. Come here. Yeah, bro, you try.
Illusion shattered. Transfixed. Witness my
You land. Boom. 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 And we keep going with this one. That's it. Yes. Okay. Trash. Maybe not. Actually, it is. As I said, critical damage. These are always so good when it comes to getting stats like that.
shine down. Transfixed. This is where you fall. Laid bare.
I will have order.
Now you shall perish. There is no escape.
Stabilize.
Transfixed. Witness my rise. Laid bare.
Order guide you.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. Clear skies can do nothing to...
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant
Hello there!
Oh.
Not lost!
Yep.
Score! Another local guide!
A guide. There's a lot of... Oh, no. Plus, as long as you're...
She seems super friendly and welcoming. Definitely.
All good over there? Then let's head out.
Oh, wait.
Ah, right.
Well, this is...
The travel...
Alright, let's get going.
Oh, just a heads up. The volcano sometimes... sends rocks crashing into this area. We call them pulverite. Oh, here's one. Want to give it a try?
Not in a million years!
You can use your shoulders if you want. Or your feet. Or even your head.
That doesn't change anything!
See? There's nothing to it.
Whoa! There's treasure inside these rocks! Okay, so maybe a little pain isn't too bad?
Shiny. It's so pretty.
Hurry up, Grassa! Hey, there's another one over there. Want to give it a try?
Huh? What's this wooden plank?
Oh, it's a piece of training
equipment.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead. Here goes nothing.
jumped over that huge
Oh, no. You made it across?
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but... About what you told us earlier, you're saying a gigantic rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon. Many adventurers come here and never even get to see it, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, okay. It's not like we're that unlucky. Oh, come on! Seriously?
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
What? Thanks for that. Paimon can't believe you smashed something that big in a single hit.
It was nothing. All it takes is a bit of training. Really, Charles? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through. I think we can call that a success.
Wow! You gave them the same treatment as that giant rat!
Take me up. Home sweet.
Whoa!
That's the Don't mention it. I wish I could show.
Oh, did you remember something important?
Oh, no, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. Otherwise, I'll be, lethargic, dizzy, hunger at. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food and we can meet back up at the.
And, wow, talk about whiplash. The spear. Anyway, what? The view must be amazing from up there.
can never have too much more, huh?
Let's fly.
There is no escape.
Locked on! Open fire! Bullseye! Locked on! Open fire! Locked on!
Illusion shattered.
Knock him down.
Be still. Kamisato Ami. Suiyu.
Blade Bang. This is where transfixed.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
I'm falling.
Illusion shattered.
Open fire. Open fire.
Shine down.
Everlasting as the moon. Blade Bear.
pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Let's fly!
Illusion shattered!
Take them. I have no need.
Shine down! Oh. You're going down!
Let's finish this next time.
An impressive bounty. What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
blade embraces its duty.
Cleo is a brave girl today. I found her.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. The mountain rains battle. Illusion shattered. Song. Let engraved names echo. Bring it. Yoo-hoo! Shine down. Illusion shattered, torn to oblivion.
Let the world
There is no escape. Shine down. Now you shall perish. There is no escape. Let the mountain's veins boil. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. Let engraved names echo. Shine down. Bring it.
Bien rápido though. Trash. Trash. Cool.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Shine down. Let engraved names echo. Bring it. Inazuma shines eternal. The echoes of the valley. There is no escape. Bring it.
Okay. Damn. Nice. Okay. You own that. Oh, that's not the one that I want though. I do want this one.
Illusion shattered. Shine down. Now you shall perish. Hate names echo. Hear the echo.
Essa HP though. Any HP on that one, but we do it.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Let the mountain flames boil. Shine down. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Names echo.
Electro bonus damage.